Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Today we are going to continue working on our sheet that we have over here. We have a dimension view on ours. We have our two elevations. Today we're going to work on our detail view, our rendering. We're going to put a wall section in and get that all denoted right there. So let's get moving on this. The first thing I want to make note of is in our section view. If we zoom in on mine, the one I have done, you notice here that I have the siding and the sheathing extending down past and into the floor joist. This is to protect the boundary between the wall and the floor right here from water getting in. So we are going to do something similar, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to click on our wall in our 3D view. Go to Edit Type. First thing we're going to do is go to Edit. Make sure the preview is open. Make sure it says Section Modify Type Attributes. You're then going to zoom in on the bottom. Click Modify. And if you notice, it's highlighted outer boundary. Unlock it. Unlock that one. So that's our plywood sheathing and our vinyl siding. Hit OK. Then we also need to wrap at inserts. Click this. Do the exterior. And I believe wrapping at ends. I think we can also do the exterior for that too, and it should be fine. It should help us out. Hit OK. Now what we could do is, if your wall's still selected, take this and drag it down. All right, just enough right here. And if you notice, the base extension says a -2 inches, so we can actually go in to this, and let's just make it 2 inches. Apply. Then I can come to this wall. I can do a base extension also, bring it down, come over here, adjust it, so that's a -2 inches also. So now, hit apply. Notice we got these nice, it's clean, it extends down a little bit. Same thing over here. This wouldn't probably happen in real life, but you know what? It's happening here in our world. We're gonna come do the same on this side. Find my wall, click right there. Start dragging the arrow down. Come over to here. So that's a -2 inches. Apply. And let's go to the last wall of our house. Oh. Click on that. Drag those two arrows down a little bit. Come back over to the properties. That's a -2 inches. Apply. Perfect. Now our wall extends down over the floor joists and protects it from the elements. We are now, let's take a look at our, I'm going to save it, make sure it's all good. Let's go to our sheets. There we go. So we have that all in. If we want, we could probably crop this a little bit better. Let's do that. Let's go to the dimension view. I will do the cropping again. Let's bring this over. Just like that. You know what? Let's bring that up. That looks good. Hide that crop region. Let's go back to our sheets. Delete this view. Let's drag it right back in. Dimension view. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. All right, let's get this section view in. Let's go back to dimension view. We are going to go up to annotate. Oh, nope, sorry. View, section. Click on the outside of the wall. Come down. We are going to drag this in nice and close. We only want a small section. And we can actually take that, come down, and I'll bring that up. Let's go a little more. There we go. Good. There's my section view. Let's go to sections. So now you're going to see the section view slides in over here. That's it. Section view. Bring this region down a little bit this way. I'm going to bring this out that way so I get the house. I can bring this stuff out over like that. This should be good to go. I kind of like this. And if you look, there it is, extending down. Wonderful. All right, Now let's continue annotate. We're going to annotate this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add some components into our wall section. We need to add top plates, sill plates. We're going to have to work on some of the fascia boards and all this. First thing I want to do though is come down to the bottom left. Turn the detail level to fine. Now we see siding and sheathing and everything else. Let's get that in. I'm going to click my roof. I'm going to change that to a rafter. Hit apply. Notice now it puts the cut into that rafter so it sits. Nice. All right, that's done. Let's work on bringing in some lumber. First piece of lumber I'm going to go in. So we're going to go to annotate, component, load family. It's going to take us, we're going to go to that US Imperial. We're going to go to detail items. We are then going to go to wood and plastic, wood framing, nominal cut. We're going to bring in a bunch of different things. Let's bring in 1x6, hit control, 1x8, 10. Might as well bring in a 12, a 2x4. I think that's all we need. Let's hit OK. We can always come back to them. I'm going to go to my 2x4s, bring them in. Zoom down to the bottom. This is our bottom plate. Of course, there we go. Hit space bar. There we go. Bottom plate in. We're going to now come up to the top. Oh, zoom in a little weird. Okay, here we go. One there. I'm going to do double one. One there. Good. So I got my two top plates in. Now let's work on the fascia board. I have a slight issue here. The plywood sheathing's fine. Normally the shingles extend past the fascia board, so let's put the fascia board in first and then extend the shingles over. It's going to look a little wonky, but it should be fine. Or I'm going to go to mask region. Let's just do it now. I'm going to come to here. I'm going to extend it out. That is about 2 inches, so we should be good. I will then hit cancel. I'm going to come in over here, up, over there. Draw my line in, coming down. Click, click, right click, cancel, check mark. There we go. That extends that down. It's actually coming in a little bit angled. It does not have to be perfect. It is okay. We just want you to know that the shingles should extend past that fascia board. Then we go to component. We're going to come in. I believe a 1x10 is good. There we go. Look at that. Fits in. We're going to extend it down just a little bit. Escape. I'm going to fine tune this a little bit. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Then what goes next? Components. We are going to bring in a 2x4 again. And that's going to go here. Like that. And then we're going to basically draw in a little piece of plywood and we'll adjust where that 2x4 is. So it's kind of there for the moment. We're going to go to masking region. Starting out that corner, come all the way across, up, over, back down. Life is good. Check. Got that. So now we have our soffit. We're good to go. And I'm going to draw in another piece that will be another 2x4 that we're looking at from the side. I'm going to go in like that. Let's lock some of this stuff together. There we go. Click. There we go. That's our soffit. We got it. All right, soffit's in. What's a little wonky is this right here. These technically should be cut down. I don't know why they're not in this view, to be honest with you. They're extending past a little bit, so we could mask that out. I don't think it's really worth the effort, but we could. See how here it's showing it actually covers it, and why these aren't, I'm not 100% positive. But for right now, it's good. Okay, so now we have the ground, we have our joists, our sheathing, bottom plate, 2 top plates, everything else that we could want in a shed for the most part. So we're going to go in. If we go to my drawing, if we go to my drawing, which disappeared on me, let's go shed screenshot right here, and I zoom in on it. Let's take a look at the different components that we have. Right? Ground, floor joists, all the plywood sheathing going up, the vinyl siding, vapor barriers, and everything up on top. All right, so we're going to go in and put all these in. So let's do that. Okay, goodbye. And let's start annotating. Okay, annotating is very straightforward. Text up on top, where you're going to do one segment. We're going to change to 3:30 seconds text. Okay, and we start like this. Come out. I'm going to come down a little bit. Let's go here. And then I'll type in caps, ground. There we go. Done. Go to the next one. And I'm going to try to get these all lined up. That is a 2 by 10 inch floor joist. And we're going to do 12, let's do 16 inches OC on center. Click off. All right, so what that means is those are running every 16 inches. Depending on the customer, they want them on 12 inches, depending on what they're putting in there. So that's up to them. Come here, click, down, 3/4 inch ply, ply, wood, sheathing, or subfloor, or flooring. There we go. Good. I'm going to come to the next one. Click. 2 by 4 inch sill plate. Got it. Then we come in over here. Let's zoom in. We have point. Let's go 1/2 inch plywood sheathing. And we keep going. We have vinyl siding. We also have, in between the vinyl siding and plywood sheathing, which is not shown on here, I'm going to put it in right there. We have our vapor barrier. Vapor barrier. Zoom out. Let's click onto this one. There's our 2 by 4. 2 by 4 inch wall stud. Those are going to be 16 inches on center. Okay, so that is the whole bottom right there. Not bad. Let's keep going. All right, up here, we could name each individual piece. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. I'm going to go 2 by 4 inch soffit construction. Go. And we can go to this. I believe that was a 1 by 10, 1 by 12, 1 by 10 inch fascia board. These were 2 by 8 inch rafters. Uh, 2 by 4 inch double top plate. I think we can get away with saying that. Then I'm going to come over here. That was 0.5 inch ply. I'm going to go 1/2 inch. Get this inch plywood sheathing. Almost there. Then we had tar paper. that comes in certain weights. We're not worried about it right now. Asphalt shingles. And if you don't remember these things, you can actually click on the roof and go to edit type, and you can see what everything is. It'll show you in that view. One final thing, so we can hit escape. We can drag this a little bit. The roof slope we're going to put in. So we go into spot slope and change arrow to triangle. And we can, all right, we're going to have to drag this view a little bit. So let's do that. There we go. Let's go back to that annotate slope. There's our slope, which does not. There we go. There's our slope, and I think that's fine right there. We could probably drag it up a little more, make it a little bit smaller. I like that. We could probably drag this up a little bit. I think we are good to go. Let's save it. We wrote a lot. Now we go back to our section view. Our sheet. We're going to adjust a couple of things that right there, but let's not worry about that right now. Section view, let's take it, drag it over. That was a 1/4 inch. Let's make it bigger. Let's see if anything gets affected by that. So let's go back to that section view. Let's go 1/2 inch. Apply. All right, so because of that, we have to come in now and adjust. We should have done that first. Okay, so click. That was kind of a bonehead mistake. Not gonna lie. But we can fix it. Not as nice as it was before, but it will make a difference. Okay, almost there. Okay, what's good about that is then we can bring these in. Take that, bring it down. I think that looks all right. All right, I think we're good. Save it again. Let's go back to that section view. The sheet. Let's drag that in. Section view, drag it in. Not bad. We can then adjust a little bit. We can bring this over. This has got plenty of room there. All right, so those are all lined up. That's lined up. Could actually take this. There we go. I think I'm kind of happy with that. And we should have a little space for our rendering. We can take this, bring it down. And then I can come over here. I can actually adjust that in the dimension view, I think it was. Okay. Save again. Let's go to that sheet. There we go. Look at that. So that's in there. We have room for a rendering. We could probably squeeze this over a little bit more and squeeze those. I really would like those to be lined up a little bit better, but for right now, I think we're good. Okay, so let's go to a rendering. We can do a couple of things. Make sure everything is saved. Go to our 3D view. All right. You could render it just like this. Rendering is just a way to make this a little fancier. I'm going to add some stuff in. Massing in site, site component. and they have some stuff. Look at this. Some bushes, some other things, and what have you. So I will go in and I'm going to add a Japanese maple. So I click on that. I can figure out where I want it. There's my Japanese maple. I'm going to put a couple around. All right, now I'm going to put a couple of bushes in. I can go to load family, and I can go look around, site. I see utilities, accessories. Let's see if there's anything there. Nope. All right. Go back to that US Imperial. Mass, right there. Nope. I always get these mixed up sometimes. Let's take a look. Detail items, door, mechanic, planting. There we go. Shrub. Take the shrub, and I can open that up. And now I can put some shrubs in. Put one there. There. Maybe another one there by the door. And I'm going to put one there. Okay, cancel. I'm going to move this one around. Like that. You know what? Let's bring it a little closer. Okay, so now I have something with some trees. It looks a little bit nicer. We go up onto View, Render. So now when you render this, and for it to fit, we're going to kind of position it on your screen. So like I'm going to do something like this, so it's a good view. Then I am going to go to Render, and I'm just going to do draft rendering so you get to see how it looks. You can change the way the sun is or clouds. Let's hit Render. This will take a little time, so I may speed up. There we go. It's starting to render. It'll tell you the percentage. You can go into better renderings, but I think this is good for now. Look, you can see the shadow, the garage door. It's quite nice. That's it. It's all done. So I am going to actually hit Save to Project. We'll call this Render 1. I hit OK. That's it. I can go back to my sheet, and I can take that Render 1. Go here, Render 1. Bring it in. See, now it's a little big. So we're going to have to adjust this. So I'm going to go delete. Click on my rendering. Let's take a look at what we could do. I'm going to go back to that 3D view. Like this. And I'm going to go to the crop region. See, the crop region is pretty far out. So if we bring it in, let's bring this crop region in. And you can even come in even more. The crop region is kind of key for getting all these views to fit onto your sheet. Okay, let's get this in view here. All right, I'm going to go back to render. View, render. Let's do another draft. Give it a moment here. Okay, that looks pretty good as well. We're going to save the project. Let's call it Render 2. Sheets. Let's see if we can drag that in. How big it is. Getting better. Getting better. All right, so we're going to go delete that. Let's go back into our 3D view. Let's go to show crop region. All right, it's actually, looks like it's clicked already, so I gotta click off that. Bring that in more. Bring that in more. Okay, and it should render a lot more quickly now. I think we're good. One more time. View, rendering cloud. We're just going to do a quick draft. There it is, almost there, done. Save the project one more time. I think this one is it, render 3, hit OK. Close that. Let's go to our thing, sheet. Let's bring in render 3. There we go. There's our rendering. All right, so we got our rendering. We have everything in. Last steps here with that. I'm not sure what's really going on with that. Oh, those are the bushes in the dimension floor view. There we go. Okay, I'm just deleting those out. I'm making sure they're not in the way. There we go. Good, clean. If you notice here, they're also in our elevations. So we need to fix this. That elevation is east. Click on east. Right click on it. Hide in view. Category. It hides them all. Should be good. Save. Notice they're gone. Now we go into the south view. Double click south view. Right click. Hide in view. Category. We could get those back. I'll show you later in a later video how to do that. Save one more time. Almost there, people. Okay, looks good. Okay, like I said, we really probably should just change that scale first and put them in, and they would have lined up a lot more nicely. But it's pretty good for now. Okay, let's go shed, put the project name in. Done. Owner. Who should be the owner today? I don't know. Let's do me. Unnamed. We just call it shed again. Project number, make up a number. Good. Issue dates, whatever date you want to put in. 1/12/12. 2019. How about that? Good. Author, me. All right, checker. We don't have anyone checking it right now. There we go. I think we are good. Please save it. Save. And that is an 11/17 sheet that we can print out on our color printers and be good to go. And then you can hang up. So depending on your room, you could make another sheet, have more elevations, put more renderings in if you like. That is completely up to you. But that is it for this. Took a little bit longer than I thought. That's okay. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.